So, again, good morning, we're all present here. So, in this video, I'm just going to discuss about the topic in professional ethics and human values. One of the topic is consensus and controversy. In the last video, in the previous video, we discussed about the uses of ethical theories. Now we are going to discuss about what is the consensus and controversy arise with the real-time example. Okay, so just before exploring what is why we need ethical theories and what is the importance of ethical theories, before seeing this consensus and controversy, we already discussed about those things. What is professional ethics? Why a human need ethics? Whether it is irrelevant to its his or her working environment, whether it is an organization or whether it is a sector, banking sector or any government sector. So likewise, so let me discuss about exploring consensus and controversy in professional ethics. So in this topic, we are speaking about the ethical value only. While speaking about the ethical value, there may raise controversies which the people as an individual, it's not a deal like they have to accept this protocol, they have to strictly follow this particular framework, which is not the case. It depends on the individual's decision making criteria. So whether it is right or wrong, the individual has to decide this ethics is valuable or invaluable. Okay. So this presentation will give you the pure concept of consensus and controversy, how it will be incorporated in the professional ethics. So it actually highlights the themes which can be easily to map the decision making, and it can shape the moral reasoning as well, and it will also illustrate the complexities in taking any kind of decision and across diverse profession. It is irrelevant to the profession. So let me move on to the next slide. First, we need to understand what is consensus. So if we see the definition, consensus means if any, for example, if a government is taking a step to do a good thing for a country, means there might be consensus and controversy. Say for example, if AI is booming now, with the help of this AI, the government has decided to collaborate with one of the IT company, and it has decided to put a surveillance camera wherever necessary around the country. So consensus in the sense, most people, stakeholders or those kind of people are most welcoming this kind of scenario. They are accepting this, and they are very much welcoming the uh, thing which the government has initiated. So that is called as consensus. What is consensus is they are just accepting the thing or the decision which the government has made. Okay. The next is what is the role in ethical decision making? Consensus, which actually helps in resolving ethical dilemma by reflecting shared values. Yes, all the stakeholders, according to this scenario, all stakeholders will have a discussion among them, and they will decide, okay, this kind of decision is good for the public safety as well as security. And what are all the challenges to consensus? Diverse perspective will be there. Every individual will not accept this. Controversies arise. So that is the challenges which they are facing. What is the nature of controversy? Three things are held to be discussed here. One is definition and context. One is navigating controversial issues, and impact on professional ethics. So, as I already said, if this is the scenario, this is the real-time scenario where we are going to keep the surveillance system everywhere, mainly in every organization or any sector, to reduce the crime rate and to make people and the stakeholders happy and feel safe to live inside the country. But the controversy arise here is the people, they are speaking about the freedom of privacy. If everywhere surveillance is there, privacy is the main concern, so that is the where the controversy arise. What are the case studies of consensus? One is healthcare ethics. So, consensus among medical professionals improves patient care. If a doctor or if a nurse is not there inside the room, the surveillance system is more than enough to take care of the patient. And cooperative governance. Consensus fosters accountability and transparency in companies. So, in a corporate world, we are here to strictly follow the ethics, the protocol or the framework which the company has been created, which has to be followed. And the next is legal profession. So the consensus enhances the quality of legal advice and understanding. Okay. And what are the case studies of controversy? So the case studies I can say like AI and ethics. One of the case study I told, conflicts of interest I told, and what is whistleblowing situation I already told. Like in the last month video we discussed about whistleblower situation employee inside the Infosys campus has leaked the information inside the country, inside the company to the third party or the board of the directors outside. So that's the controversy arise there. What controversy? In the sense the particular employee might lose the job. So those things will be highlighted when we speak about the ethical protocol. So these are all the case studies of the controversy. What are the strategies we need to follow for building the consensus? One is facilitated dialogues, continuous education, learning should be there, inclusive decision making. So while we analyze every real-time scenario or real-time real-world scenario, we are able to make a good decision. Every individual can make a good decision and everyone can accept the ethical protocol. So, what are the strategies we need to follow for navigating controversy? We need to think twice before making any kind of decision. As I said here, if for the surveillance system, the controversy arises mainly for privacy, freedom will be gone. Every privacy will be gone. There won't be any privacy here if we keep the surveillance system. So that is before taking any kind of decision, we need to have a critical kind of thinking. And the next is exclusively we need to follow the critical ethical framework, and we need to have some open kind of communication, that is discussion. So at last we have a conclusion here. Yes, obviously we need to balance the controversy and consensus. Continuous improvement should be there, and at last we need to do the call for the action. Okay, this is a small mind map for consensus and controversy. What are all the thing we discussed here, which could be in the kind of image form, so that you can easily have a memorization while writing in the exam. Okay, thank you.